So I recently started Dan after hearing amazing things from fans of the series. Episode 7 in particular caught my attention because it got a lot of people talking, and not wanting to feel left out or risk having an episode that resonated so heavily with everyone spoiled for me, I finally started watching the series, and oh my gosh, this anime is a revelation and it's become my new addiction. I gotta start with the opening because the opening for this series is one of the greatest I've ever seen and heard, from the catchy beat to the unique and colorful visuals and the remarkable animation. This is one of those anime openings that you never skip. Like, you might even replay it a couple times before the episode starts. That's how good it is. And that first episode might just go down in history as one of the wildest first episodes in anime. And that's tough to do because anime is notorious for traumatizing the protagonist and blowing the mind of the audience in the very first episode with some absolutely crazy concepts. But the concept for this first episode, along with the pacing, was absolutely brilliant. If there's a school for learning about anime, like a place that studies and teaches people about anime and how it all comes together as a product and a piece of art, I really think this show would be a great example to cover. I would love to see a professor lecture or breakdown, or like a breakdown of why the anime opening works so well, how the first episode instantly hooks you, and how Momo and Okarun work as protagonists with their clashing personalities that work as, incredible dynamic foils of each other, but also complement each other in a way that keeps the relationship organic and wholesome. Episode 7 is also something I would like to see lessons taught on. There's just so much to cover, and it's very rare that an episode in anime, or any series for that matter, delivers this feeling. Almost like a gut punch that you feel in your heart and it reverberates to your soul. You never really forget how episodes like these make you feel. An example I can compare this to is episode 4 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I won't give any spoilers for people who have not watched that series yet, but if you know, you know. Learning that Momo can use her powers to resuscitate people on the brink of death by using their life force as a battery of others is a huge development. She's far more powerful than I ever imagined her to be, and being able to see the memories or feel what they're feeling in that moment was hauntingly beautiful. I get the feeling that this anime is going to have more moments like this, potentially with characters we will get more attached to, and this was a brilliant setup for what could come down the line. Acrobatic Silky's backstory is truly depressing, but the love she had for her daughter was very touching. This was such a raw way to expose the unfortunate reality of what does happen in real life sometimes. Opening the episode with a preview of her wandering the streets at night only for us to get fuller context later on was a striking creative choice. And the scenes of her desperately trying to save her daughter and ultimately dancing her way into, off the building and becoming a yokai spirit was like a knife to the heart. I'm not much of a crier, but this did have me crying on the inside. The callousness of Turbo Granny in this episode, also very noteworthy. It really contrasts how Momo and Okarun react to death in this episode. And while I have started to like Turbo Granny's character, especially since she's become a talking cat, I feel like this episode in particular opens the door for major character development on her part. We are almost certain to see more love, more friendships, and more loss in this series, and it's going to be very interesting how these characters deal with it as they find themselves in increasingly unorthodox paranormal situations that they could have never imagined. I'd also like to see a Turbo Granny backstory at some point. What caused her to end up like this? How could she be so cruel to another dying spirit, while also being known to comfort the spirits of deceased girls from, what we've heard of her? Maybe it was the result of the fusion with that spirit in the tunnel, which is something else I'd like to see, but hey, maybe we'll see that soon. But yeah, this anime has been firing on all cylinders in terms of the plot and creating characters that stand out. Momo's grandmother, Saiko, is a true revelation ever since her debut in episode 3, and I look forward to seeing her every episode. She and Momo are so much alike, it's hilarious. And I really value her expertise in all things supernatural, the reliance Momo and Okarun have on her, and her ability not to take herself too seriously. I'm also interested in Ira's character, and from what I've heard about her character, it seems like she's about to level up in this series as well, and I'm excited about that. Momo is such a fun protagonist. I love her personality and how easy it is to connect with her. And Okarun is adorable. I'm really looking forward to his character development the most in this series. One of the best things about this show is how protective Momo and Okarun have become of each other so quickly, and I can't wait to see their relationship evolve over the course of the series. Overall, this is a fantastic anime that is off to an incredible start. I'm heavily invested in the characters and where this story is going to go, and I can't wait to cover this series more in the future. But with that said, I hope you guys are enjoying the series as well. Leave your thoughts down below. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really helps me out as a new YouTuber. Check out some of my other anime videos if you want to as well. And yeah, thanks for watching.